Hi there, and welcome back to the Resort Real Estate Show, episode number 5. I am your host, Ryan Haley with Atlantic Shores Realty. Today, I wanted to talk to you about the residential contract of sale, which is the contract that we use here at the beach for buyers when they're purchasing a property and sellers when they're selling a property. The residential contract of sale is approved by the state of Maryland. It's been reviewed by the legal counsel, and it is intended to be fair to all parties. What I wanted to review specifically with the residential contract of sale are 3 contingencies that we commonly see built into the contract. So I'm going to break this up into a 3-part segment. And today we'll start with the first contingency that we typically see that affects you in chronological order, as far as once we've gone under contract and the contingencies that we're going to be working through. So the first one I'm going to talk about is the property inspections addendum. And the question is, to have a home inspection or to not have a home inspection? I personally feel, when I'm representing you as your buyer's agent, you would want to have a home inspection completed on almost any property, whether it be a condominium, whether it's a single family home, whether it's a duplex. I think it's a great idea to have a third-party professional be hired for you to be another set of eyes to review the property to make sure that structurally and mechanically the property is sound. So with that, I as your agent, we're going to have a conversation, and we're going to be talking about what you're going to offer in the property, and we're going to be completing the residential contract of sale. And we're going to get to a part where I'm going to ask you, would you like to have a home inspection or would you like to decline the home inspection? If you're telling me that yes, I would like to have a home inspection completed on the property, I'm going to break out another addendum, which is a 4-page addendum called the Property Inspections Addendum. And this outlines all of the inspections we'll have in the contract and when they're going to be completed. With your typical structural mechanical inspection, normally we're having that completed within 15 days. We'll typically write in that within 15 days of contract acceptance, buyer at buyer's expense shall have a home inspection ordered and completed on the property. That's step 1. Then you have 2 options from that point. First option is, if the seller will agree to it, there is a box that you can initial that gives you, as the buyer, the unconditional right to cancel the contract based solely on the findings of the home inspection. You do not have to provide the seller with a copy of the inspection report, and you do not have to state a reason why. You can simply cancel the contract, and the deposit shall be dispersed in accordance with the deposit paragraph in the contract of sale. The second and more common element that takes place is, once you've had the inspection completed, you're outlined saying that within 15 days we'll have the inspection completed, and additionally within that 15 days we'll provide the seller with a copy of the home inspection report as well as a request for any repairs to be completed. Now, this is not for cosmetic. This is truly items that are deficient in the home. It's not something that just because it's older but it's working fine. It's not a renegotiation at that point. It is truly to discuss items that are defective in the home. Once the inspection report has been complete, we'll write up an addendum that states, upon receipt of the home inspection report dated on whatever day, we, the buyers, ask sellers to correct the following items. We then provide that to the seller with a copy of the report, and the seller can then come back to us and has 5 days to come back to us with telling us, yes, we're going to make all the repairs, or no, we're not going to make all the repairs, we'll make A, B, but not C and D. We may see a credit offer. The seller could come back and say, in lieu of repairs, I'm going to offer you a credit in an amount of X. Or they could come back and say, we're not making any repairs. At that point, the buyer then comes back into the driver's seat and they can say, great, we're going to move forward and accept the seller's proposal. Or no, we like what you've said, but we want a little bit more. Might do a little bit more negotiation there. Or they could cancel the contract and say, this just isn't working. we're going to cancel the contract. Once again, the deposit would be dispersed in accordance with the deposit paragraph in the contract. And we would need a signed release by all parties. I can tell you 9 times out of 10, we get the home inspection completed. There might be a few items that come up on that report. We go to the seller, ask if they're going to make the repairs. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. But normally we're moving on to the second contingency in the contract, which is financing. And we will cover that more next time on episode 6 of the Resort Real Estate Show. So please tune back in. Hopefully you find this information helpful, whether you're using a realtor, whether you want to give it a go on your own. I'm trying to provide this information as something that would be helpful to you. And additionally, if there's any other way I can help you, please give me a call. Once again, 410-524-0919, or look us up on the web, www.atlanticshoresoc.com. Thanks so much, and we'll see you next time on episode 6.